tell you. And it is a cold one today. It is now -1, feels like -4. A little bit of snow happening here and there. And I put the old Rebel to bed yesterday. Winterizer her up, cleaned her out. That's where all this shit is from. All the tackle, loose tackle here and there in every compartment. I'm just going to put it back in its rightful place, get my hard water tackle box ready together, and take it from there. Now, let's see, deer camp's right around the corner, so that means it's time to prep for that. And this is my favorite time of year, I tell you. And actually, Expert Guide did a little scouting trip yesterday. He told me, and just checking out, we're concerned about the trail with all the rain and the water this year, but word from him says it should be a-okay. So I'm pumped up, ready to go, looking forward to that, and putting a lot of energy towards that. Now, this is my 5th year going to deer camp. And so, hey, I'd like to thank Expert Guide, Yaxman, and of course Mountain Man Phil for including me and letting me tag along during their hunting adventures. Looking forward to it this year. Really means a lot to me that I'm able to go and participate. Being that this is my 5th year, I figure let's do a different kind of shelter. Now, the first year I went, I was able to go in the bus because there was only 3 of us. Second year, I used my Eskimo ice fishing tent with the old Hot Rocks experiment, which worked out pretty good, but thankfully the weather cooperated and it wasn't really that cold, so it didn't really matter. The third year, I went and bought a portable garage, a Logic shelter or something, a garage you set up, and use that as I built a front wall for the stove jack and everything. And
I see Mr.
I tell you,
here.
I use it again. It works great. It works great. It worked great. It was really good. It was nice and roomy. I used it the 4th year again, and it's great. It was cold, and actually Trapper Terry told me to get an insulated tarp for the roof, which I did. Thank you, Trapper Terry, and I'm going to incorporate that in this year's shelter. But it just takes so long to set up. Like 3-4 hours takes me to set up, and I got to load up. The truck is loaded to the hilt. Everything's packed in there. It's kind of a pain, and but it works. So this year, Expert Guide put me onto a YouTube channel, Chuck Porter, Everything Outdoors, and I suggest you guys check him out. A couple of years ago, he put me onto it, and ever since then, I've been watching him faithfully. His videos are great. Check him out. But he did one year a hot tent with his ice tent, and with a little wood stove inside. So I'm going to try and incorporate that this year, so it's just quick, easy to set up, boom, boom, boom. I don't have to take as much crap with me, and I'm going to try it this year. Okay, now what else is going on here? So yesterday, Nicole and her boyfriend Evan went to the farmer's market and got a couple pumpkins. They turned them into beautiful jack-o'-lanterns, which we're going to display this year for Halloween. And but then I saw all these nice pumpkin seeds sitting there, like, man, I can't let those go to waste. So every year I usually make pumpkin seeds, and I love them. So, hey, why not share with you my recipe and how I do it? They're really good. So take a look. I hope you enjoy. So the first thing we need is the ingredients. Ingredients, first of all, we need some pumpkin seeds. We need some fresh garlic. We need some Heinz seasoning salt and garlic. All right. So the pumpkin seeds, we harvested from the pumpkins that the kids did last night, and just washed them off basically. And then the first thing we're going to do is add some oil, which I forgot to mention in the ingredients. I'm going to add about, maybe a tablespoon, just enough to coat when I mix it up. Just enough to coat them up. Dice up our garlic here, chop it up nice and fine. And then we'll just put those right all in here into the bowl. Perfect. Now first we're going to add the garlic powder. Again, as much as you want.
I like to add lots. I sometimes put pepper in. Last time I put pepper in and it was too much, it was too peppery. You can put whatever you want in here. And then the high seasoning salt, which I'll mix in and incorporate. And then I'll give a dusting after I'm done. Mix it all up. Preheat the oven to 200. 200. Preheat. And I'm just going to pour them on the plate. Make sure I get all that goodness out of the bottom of the bowl. Don't want to leave any garlic in there. Spread them out. I like to give it a shake. Spreads it all good. Spread them out. That'll be perfect. Get all this garlic out there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I tell you. After they're cooked and baked, you get a piece of that garlic, it's like candy. Just love it. And then I'm just going to give it a dusting of salt again. On top. Put it in the oven, like I said, at 200. 4 hours, we'll be eating pumpkin seeds.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was really good, and I can't look forward to eating them a little later on this afternoon. Tilo's out getting all the ingredients for her famous Christmas nuts and bolts, which she's going to make early, because I know the expert guide loves them, so she's going to make a package for deer camp, a big bag for deer camp. And all my chores were done early this morning, so I'm going to get up and set up that shelter and give it a whirl. And once I got it set up, I'll take you for a tour. But right now, I got to get this taco put away.
Oh, okay. Now we're cooking here. I'm gonna cut the floor once I'm at deer camp. I don't want to cut it now. I'll just put this tin down for now just to try it out. All right, I like the way it worked. All right. Well, I'm quite happy with the way it went up. Went up really quick. And I think that tarp is really going to be a saving grace because I can already feel a difference in here with that tarp. So that could be the ticket. So I'm going to get a good fire going in here. I'll show you outside in a minute the chimney system. I haven't done it the way I'm going to do it out at camp. I'll show you outside in a minute. First we'll get a nice fire going in here. Make sure my damper's open. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, smell that. Let the smoke start going up the chimney, hopefully. Heat it up the chimney a bit. Oh yeah. Let's get this going here. Get some air going through here. Okay. There we go. Now the smoke's going up the chimney. So, like I say, I'm going to cut the floor out of the tarp once I get out to camp. It's because I don't want to cut it now because it'll never be set up the same way twice. So, and the chimney outside, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have this piece here. I'm going to attach it to here, obviously. But I want to build a tripod. There's some metal poles or green trees. And then I'll wire it to different trees just so it stays still. But right now, if I put it on now, it's too heavy. And I'll just collapse my walls. So that's the plan. We're cooking wood. Let's heat it up in there and see how hot it gets. It's working. Like I say, I think that tarp is going to be a saving grace because it is hot in here. I've had this fire going now for about 15 minutes and it's probably 90 degrees in here. The stove jack is ice cold, so that's good. I do have a fire blanket which I planned. I'll do it out at base camp or at deer camp. I'll be hanging a fire blanket on that wall there. It's not hot, but it is nice in here, I tell you. Well, I guess I'm going to let this fire burn out. Thanks for the expert guide for giving me the idea from Chuck Porter, Everything Outdoors. Check him out, like I say. So thanks to him. Thanks for showing me how it's done, Chuck Porter. Thanks to Deke from Northern 204 Adventures for all the technical support, because I always bounce ideas off him and he gives me intelligent feedback. So thanks to him, and I'm looking forward to deer camp. And I like it because it took really probably would take me, if I had the ground cleared, probably could set this up in a half an hour. Easy. So once again, guys, this worked out good. Next excursion we're looking forward to is probably deer camp and maybe a scouting trip towards out there. But other than that, thanks for watching the Wild North of Netley, folks. Oh. It's gonna be great, I tell you. It's gonna be great.